I completely missed my 1 o'clock Facebook Live. Can't believe it. Um, yeah, I'm home typing away on an article, and I look up and I see, oh my goodness, it is 1:14, and I thought, everyone's gonna be so upset. And then I went to go jump on and try to redeem myself, and I had like no connection. And so I took that as a sign that I needed to just wait. And I left my house. I'm here ready to pick up my son from school. So I have about 8 minutes before he probably comes walking down the sidewalk here. Anyway, I'm so sorry that I completely flaked. I feel terrible. Anyway, we are talking about Hersha Parady today, and Hersha played the role of Alice Garvey. She started in season, well, I think it was probably 5, maybe the very end of 4, when the Edwards family kind of leaves the scene and the Garveys move in. So yes, Hersha Parady is amazing, and I loved her character. She's this strong-willed, loyal, feisty lady, and I just loved her on the show. We were on the show at the same time. So my first episode was season 5 when we moved to Winoka, and Alice Garvey and Jonathan Garvey go with them. And so we had lots of interactions. Not that I completely remember because I'm about 8 months old, but Hersha's super, super wonderful lady. Hersha is best known on the stage. She did play in Little House on the Prairie after being discovered by Catherine McGregor, who played Harriet Olsen. So she was on the show and went to see this play, and Hersha happened to be playing a role in the play, and that is how she kind of got her start, which is super amazing. So yeah, that's Hersha. And also I will say is that Hersha is still on the stage and loves performing on the stage. And right now she's doing a play for the Fringe Festival. I'm not completely familiar with that, but maybe some of you guys are. So she is so amazing. So the thing about Hersha is it's always fun to go on an event with Hersha because she is just as feisty and just as energetic as she was on the show. Although on the show, she kind of played the serious mom, right? School, if you remember when she was a school teacher, and then just a different episode, she's kind of a little bit more serious. Well, Hersha's anything but serious. She's a hoot. She's such a hoot. We have so much fun when Hersha's on a trip. I say that she acts younger than all of the kids on the show. I mean, obviously we're all grown up, but she is so energetic, and so we have such a great time with her. I will talk about one memory, because I probably have about 3 minutes now. One memory of an event with Hersha, and we were in South Dakota, Keystone, South Dakota, for Laura Ingalls Wilder Days, I believe. It was a super fun weekend, and it was the first time I got to ride like in a convertible car and go down sitting on the top of it in a parade. That's like one of the things I really remember because it was really awesome. The other thing that was really funny is, so when you're from California, you're really used to fresh fruits and vegetables because we live like in the middle of a field, okay? And so we're there, and my sister and I, Brenda, we're like, I just want a salad. I just want a piece of broccoli. Oh man, what would I give for an apple? Like, we were like, oh, wouldn't that be amazing? And so we're like wandering through town trying to find something like this. And the only place that we can find that we have this really grand idea is, what if we went into the candy store where they make carameled apples and see if they'll sell us an apple? And so we go in there, and the lady behind the counter like doesn't quite understand what we're asking. And we were like, so do you sell the apples separate from the caramel? Like, because we really just want the apple. And she looked at us like, are you nuts? And we were like, I know it seems kind of strange, but we would just really like the apple. And she was like, well, I guess I can do that. And so she gives us the apple on the stick, just like right before they dip it in the caramel. And we're laughing because I think we look at our little receipt and it was like $6.95 for a carameled apple. So we paid $6.95 for one apple. And we thought that was the best apple we've ever eaten in our lives. Anyway, so that does not have anything to do with Hersha and the story I was going to tell. But here's the story. So we're in South Dakota, and if you know anything about Keystone, South Dakota, this is where Mount Rushmore is. And so we are hanging out in this room. I can't remember what kind of room it was, some room, and in walks this guy. He just looks like a cowboy, like for sure. And we were like, who is this guy? And he has this shirt on that has a helicopter on the front. And he comes in and he wants to meet all of us, and I think we signed autographs for him. And then he said, hey, do any of you girls want to go for a little ride over Mount Rushmore? And we're like looking at each other, and we're looking at his shirt, and we're like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, I fly helicopters, and I would love to take you guys up over Mount Rushmore. And I just remember thinking, that sounds absolutely amazing, and I've never been in a helicopter before. And so I was like, I'll go. And like nobody else wanted to go. My sister wanted to go too. So my sister and I went, but nobody else wanted to go. And then all of a sudden Hersha's like, you know what? If I go down, I'd like to go down over Mount Rushmore. And so she was like, I'm in. And so the three of us, we go over and we get in this helicopter and we do this whole tour over the top of Mount Rushmore. And it was so fun. We had such a good time. And I just will never forget how Hersha was like the one person, we were like the babies, like the youngest people there. She was like the one person that was like, yeah, let's do it. You only live once, you know? And we had such a great time. So Hersha is so much fun. She, and also is so humble. She is never promoting herself. She's always, you know, waiting for others to go first, and helping people promote what they're doing without promoting herself. And so, I mean, I told her that I was going to do this post about her or this week about her, and she was like, I'm not anybody that would promote myself. She's like, I've never sold a Girl Scout cookie in my life. And I was like, you know what? You're the one person who should be. Like, I am so thrilled and honored to be able to just like showcase and spotlight Hersha Parady. And she's coming to Walnut Grove this summer. She's so fun, so down to earth. She loves children. She loves the stage. She would love to help young people move into the future of acting in any way. Like, she just gets such a thrill out of it. And so she's amazing, and I'm so excited to see her this summer. The plans are coming together. It's very exciting. We haven't gotten our itineraries yet, but we did get a few details, and so that was really fun. I am looking forward to the Friday lunch where people reserved different seats at each of the cast members' table, and so I can't wait to meet those people that are going to be at my table. I know there's one person that told me, but I can't remember what your name is. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so yes, that's amazing. I am super busy this week. My daughter If you saw my picture on Facebook, my daughter promoted out of 6th grade last night, and so that was really exciting. And there's, you know, tomorrow's the last day of school. I have a graduation party to go to tonight, so I'm a little nutsos, and I missed our Facebook Live, so I'm really, really sorry to those who were sitting there waiting and thinking, where in the heck is that girl? So anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye because there's starting to be students walking by, which means any second my son is gonna be here, and his 2 friends, which might be kind of awkward. So anyway, I love you all. I cannot wait to see you in Walnut Grove, or for those of you that are not going to be at Walnut Grove, don't worry. I will post as much as I can, and if you want to connect with me on my website, that is the best place, wendyloulee.com, Wendy with an I, and you can subscribe to my blog posts and newsletter. You can check out these videos on YouTube, and that's kind of exciting. Oh, here comes my son and his 2 friends. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye now. Bye. Love you guys.